Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. Today I want to share some products that I cannot live without. I feel like in our daily lives there are products that I just increase my happiness gauge, if that makes sense. So cute things like this, other cute things like a fun phone case or these little charms. Those are things that I consider as items that really increase my happiness gauge from a day-to-day standpoint. And then I also feel like there are some products that I consider really increase the quality of life, which is why I can't imagine living life without these items. And of course there are some products that do both, but these are some everyday items that I've really been feeling that I don't know, that good yummy feeling I get every time I use them, where I'm like, oh, I can't remember, I don't want to imagine my life when I didn't have these items. So that's what I want to share today. I always do timestamps and chapters for my videos in case there are parts that you want to fast forward. This is a little catch-up moment that I want to take, and then I'll get into the items. I'm still trying to figure out the best balance for filming, editing, and uploading videos. And I thought I was getting into the groove of things, and then more life happened. So I know my uploads are a little spotty. I'm really trying to do at least one video a week on Sundays. I don't know, it's feeling a little inconsistent right now, so I hope you'll bear with me. And even if I don't stick to a really rigid schedule, I hope you'll still stick around for the videos that I am able to upload. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to try to find the right time, the motivation, and the energy to film, edit, upload, and manage all of that. So the first item that I want to mention are actually bag inserts. I know I haven't done a full dedicated video on this piece right here, but as you can tell, it is like a hobo style and it is pretty soft. I do have a bag insert inside here, and the bag insert that I have in here is from a brand called Zoomoni. I just realized it's Zoomoni. Zoomoni means pouch in Korean, and these bag inserts came from Korea, so I just realized that Zoomoni is Zoomoni. Anyway, they have very kindly gifted me this bag insert, but I really am excited about this one, and I want to talk about this one because I haven't seen a lot of bag inserts that are made of a silky satin material. The majority of bag inserts I see are made from a felted wool. While the felted wool gives good structure and it is really lightweight, I feel like the wool is pretty thick, and so it's a little bit bulkier. The satin inserts, on the other hand, are super thin. As you can see, in here, you can see just how thin this bag insert is. It still has reasonable structure, so it's not to say you can see this bag is not sagging because it has the insert inside, but it's so thin and so lightweight that it doesn't really interfere with you being able to use the inside of your bag. When I first got the Bohem, I was really excited by the shape. I knew it was going to slouch. In fact, when I first bought it and I started using the bag, thinking that I couldn't wait for the bag to get a little softer, a little smushy, right? It felt like it was a little too rigid. After about a month of use though, it did soften up, and because there is all this canvas down here and the handles at the top, I noticed the bag would start really sagging, or it would just fold over on itself. And I was thinking about getting maybe a bag insert, but I was a little hesitant to get a felted one because I felt like it might make the bag almost too stiff and too rigid, because I do like the softness of this bag. I don't want the softness to go away, but I just needed a little bit of support, so these bag inserts are great for that. I really like the satin one. let me just take it out. I actually haven't taken this out ever since I got it, and I put it in the bag as soon as I got it. But this is what it looks like. I have random things in here because I was using this bag. This is what it looks like on the inside. You can see how lightweight it is. Like this is so lightweight. And you see there's pockets which help with the organization in the bag. I am in love. You can see how it still holds the structure without being too bulky. They were so sweet and also sent me one for my Birkin 30s. So let's go ahead and put this inside. It's also like so easy to like put these inside because they are really soft and light. Ta-da! There's the insert inside. The pockets and the light color for the lining makes it really easy to spot all the things that you might have in there. Ta-da! How cute and sturdy and now like well organized the inside is. They were so sweet, and they also sent me a lot of little goodies inside from their felt line. So you can see all these little organizers, square styles, and these are rectangular styles. I can also tell from the felt they use that the felt is really thin and it's also like a really soft one. Even if you were to get a felt insert from here, I do feel like it wouldn't feel as bulky. I just was really excited about the satin ones because I had not seen those, and I thought this was really, really, really cool. They also sent me a lot of these like lipstick organizers and the smaller ones to organize your smaller items. I also was really excited about this chain strap organizer that they have. Also something that I hadn't seen before. And as you can see, I'm using it for my heart-shaped bag because a lot of especially my Chanel bags that have chain straps, I actually store the handles inside the bag themselves. For this bag, the straps are actually attached in the middle of the zipper. Like the zipper goes all the way down here and it does the same thing on the other side. So I didn't feel comfortable storing the strap inside the bag because I felt like I wouldn't really be able to zip it up and then the bag might actually get a little more deformed than I want it to be. I just been wrapping the chain strap inside some felt, like some of the original felt stuffing that came with the bag, and would just like lay it down. And every time I had to move the bag or touch the bag, I'd have to like hold it all together so that they wouldn't unravel with each other. But this chain strap organizer is perfect for just putting your straps in place, and then you just Velcro it shut, and then it holds everything nice and neat. The folks from Zoomoni were really nice to set up a discount code for all of my viewers as well. So I will link that in the description box below for you to check out if you're curious to see any of these items. And they also do custom size and custom orders in case your specific handbag isn't already on the website. I definitely think it's worth checking out. The second item that I just can't live without and significantly improves my quality of life is my planner. Specifically for me, it's this weekly planner. It's from the brand by Full Design. This is actually the second planner that I have from them. I used this style all of last year. And I actually hunted it down to find the version for 2024. This specific style is a dated planner. I'm gonna get really into planners. What I really like about this specific planner is that it starts with a monthly page. So each month starts with the whole month, and then if you turn the page, you get a weekly view for that month. Let me show you an example. So like this is the month of October, you can see, and then the weeks after that, or the pages after that, are now the weekly view into the month of October. And once you're done with all of the weeks, it then brings you to the monthly view for November. And then it does the same thing where you go into the weekly view for November. I know some people like to see all the monthlies all together and all the weeklies all together. Some people don't even want a monthly view in their weekly planner. But for me, this really helps me stay organized where it's easy to access the whole month, and it's also easy to see the breakdown by week. And I also like to use these planners to do a little bit of scrapbooking, especially if I've traveled somewhere. So, you know, it's easy for me to see where I might be going somewhere, where I may be doing things. And then when I come back from my trips, I actually like to scrapbook in the middle. The page layout for the weeklies actually has this big chunk of space at the bottom. So even if I were to fill out all of the spots up here with information or appointments or things that I need to remember to do each day, I have this section down here where I am able to add some more detail and do the scrapbooking if I want to. I don't do that level of scrapbooking necessarily for every single week. There will be some weeks where it's like a little bit, it's like more sparse, you see. And then there's some weeks, especially if I've been traveling, where I like to take some time to do this level of remembering my trip. It's just a lot of fun for me as well. In case there's anybody else who also likes to have this kind of an orientation, or you're looking for a new planner, I highly recommend. I also really like stationery. And so ever since I've gotten a lot more into the planner world, I've started to pay more attention to that. So if you have any questions, let me know. Another thing that significantly improves my quality of life on a daily basis whenever I'm outside is this little portable fan. So it looks cute. It looks like a little bear here. It actually pulls out to be a little, what I call a personal cooling device. And it's actually pretty strong. It has 3 settings. So this is on the low setting, and then there's a medium and a high setting. And I can't go anywhere without this. In the summertime especially. Sometimes it'd be helpful in the winter too if the heater is too strong indoors. But especially in the summer, I will take this with me almost everywhere. It doesn't matter if the place has AC. A lot of times I will just be the only person who's warm in a place, or in the subway if the air conditioning is not working in that car, or just as I'm walking. Just sometimes while I'm just standing in line and waiting. It can sometimes just depend on the humidity and the weather outside, but also how many people might be in the same space. And I don't want to rely on the space having adequate air. So I like to bring my own personal cooling device, and I bring this around with me. There are so many different styles, of course, but this I found to be the most compact. And I can also set it up so that it's sitting on a surface at least, and I can direct the air towards me, and it's really easy to maneuver. With the blade being exposed, you might be concerned that it might hurt you, but if you do end up hitting the blades, it will automatically shut off. At least this style will shut off, and then it's pretty instantaneous. I have gotten some of my friends to get this. I have gotten some other family members to get this ever since I've been carrying it around, so highly recommend. The last couple of items are home related, specifically kitchen gadget-y. The first being these right here. These are really cute. These are actually measuring cups, and they are shaped like little strawberries. But actually what I like to use these for is as little snack bowls. But I also use these for a charcuterie spread. While they're made to be measuring cups, they have a lot of different usage. And I have a different set that I bought from Anthropologie a long time ago. They're just round ones, but in a small kitchen like a New York City kitchen, I like to have things that can be used for more than one thing. So while their intended purpose is a measuring cup, I also am able to use them as little serving bowls, or with Korean food, they work really well for pantan, and you can just put your little side dishes into these little bowls, and use all of them. So even if they're not being used as measuring bowls, you still get use out of them. Does that make sense? If you go into a store and you see that they're just measuring bowls, you might be like, oh, they're just measuring bowls. But in fact, you can use them for a lot of other things, especially if they're microwave and dishwasher safe. all the better. The last item that I can't live without is related to coffee. So this might not be applicable to everybody, but in the spirit of it might be useful for something else that's not its intended purpose, I still wanted to share. This is a coffee spoon. We decided to purchase an espresso machine, and we've been making and drinking a lot of our coffee at home. It requires like specific grams of coffee beans to then grind and make your espresso shot and things like that. When we were in Norway, we visited a homeware store while we were there, and that's where we saw this brand, this specific cup, this specific spoon. It's not a cup. It's called Gram by Anderson and Voll. Gram is a measuring spoon in stainless steel designed by Anderson and Voll. The spoon is designed to hold 10 grams of medium grind coffee, suitable for drip coffee and for most pour over brewing methods. The inspiration for Gram is drawn from measuring instruments, scales, and other precision tools. So this is it's a spoon that's basically designed to hold a very specific amount of coffee that's supposed to be very helpful for everyday use. We loved that the size and space of this spoon holds a lot more. We use it to pull out the amount of coffee beans that we want to grind. What I also loved about this spoon is that it stands up. So it will just sit on the countertop like this. It doesn't touch anything. It doesn't have to lean on anything. We were balancing a spoon on top of our coffee holder, like the canister that was holding our coffee beans. And like if you just moved something or you closed a drawer, the spoon kept falling off. So I really love the design feature that it stands on its own like this, and we practically use it every day because we make coffee every day. So love this spoon. If you yourself love to make your own coffee, or you know somebody who loves to make coffee, this could also be a really great gift for them. I feel like I can talk about things that I really like forever, and it's probably too much. This video is probably too long, but I hope you found this video interesting, at least. And maybe you found something that you might want to try out for yourself. And don't forget that I do have a discount code for the bag inserts that I shared. So if you are curious about those, I'll link the website and the discount code in the description box down below. I feel like these items have given you a little window into my strange brain and how it works. But if you have any other questions, feel free to leave them down below. If you have any other video ideas or things that you would like me to follow up on, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below, and I will try to do those as soon as possible. So then I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!